all you have to do is believe. You have to believe in yourself. Believe that you can do it. Believe that a place at the top is waiting for you. If you are ready to work for it, to sacrifice for it, to breathe it, to live for it. Every step you take must be with intention and directed towards your goal. When you will understand that, you will be able to work with everything inside you with passion, drive, and power.
People often ask what the secret to success is, as if there is only one. There isn't one secret. There's not one magic button you push and then overnight you become successful. It's a process of hard work and mastering your craft. It's the dedication to stick it out.
Welcome, Nick Paton, to the Cher Show, and welcome, and you are calling from Michigan tonight, and welcome so much to the show tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. It's good to finally be able to sit down and talk with you. You know, I see you doing a lot of good things, and I appreciate the time.
Oh, sure. I know we have mutual. You are, you said a relative of Nikki 11.
Yeah, that's my cousin. She's such a wonderful person. I love her so much. Like, you know, I haven't seen her in a couple of years, but you know, we chit chat here and there, and it's like I'm very proud of who she's become as a person. Like, she's cool.
Yeah, definitely. I know it's funny. She's been a friend of my show. So. Yeah, it is amazing. And Facebook, social media, we'll talk about that later, is just amazing how you can get your stuff out and meet people and just do so many great things with it. But maybe you could talk a little bit about yourself and some of the amazing things you're doing.
Well, right now, I'm 35. I live, I was born and raised in Ann Arbor, Michigan, go blue. But I originally went to school down in Florida at Full Sail University for recording arts. And now I'm back going to LA Film School, finishing my bachelor's degree. I got so much going on that's getting ready to come out. Like, it's so exciting, like finally being able to, I had to take time away to focus, you know what I mean? And now putting everything together, I made a mixtape back in 2020. It's on SoundCloud. But then a buddy of mine that is actually an Ohio State fan, but he's my friend. We go to
Really?
Yeah. We're actually we got one podcast coming out within the next week. Actually, it's called The Rivals.
And what is that about now?
We're going to be debating football and sports. And
really,
his name's Stephen Beard. Shout out to Stephen Beard. He's a really good guy, man. You hardly ever see me say that about Ohio State fans, but you know, there are some good ones out there. And but yeah, we're gonna be debating sports, and it's a good little thing.
Our rivalry 126 years in the making. Hatred ingrained in the DNA. Two states becoming the best there for the taking. Scarlet and gray all day, maize and blue always the truth. Two dudes going down a path not paved, taught to hate the opposition from youth. Coming together to make a podcast you wouldn't believe. Ohio State and Michigan is the greatest rivalry in all of sports. Usually one for each fan base, friendship a last resort. But it happened, so this podcast, the clash of rivals, is gonna honor the greats. CJ Stroud, Jay Fields, and Beanie Wells, as the anticipation of the season swells. Braylon Edwards, Des Howard, and Charles Wood's son. If you're up against them, you probably should run, son. While chants of Go Blue ring in your ears, while the scarlet and gray let out a big OH. Any stadium will hear, so get ready for Nick and Steve going at each other and hoping for a title. Now the podcast divided.
And I also got the personal podcast coming out, but that's going to be called No Filter. I'm really looking forward to that one because I'll finally be able to clear my chest, but in a positive manner. I just released a couple of songs on SoundCloud that I've been doing with other people. I just make beats. I don't rap or anything, but I do got an album coming out that it's called Ghost, and I'm gonna probably release it on October 31st. I work over at Wired's Orchard during Halloween time. Like, that's a big thing. I've worked with, I don't know if you know who the McCartys are, a huge YouTube channel. I do videos with them during Halloween time, and it's kind of like
Oh,
my character is kind of like, I don't know if you've seen my Instagram, but
I
my
have
character
seen
kind
it.
of
Yes.
it kind of took over my Instagram. It's not even my Instagram no more. It's freaking
I
Swamp
saw
Monster,
that.
But
Yeah.
you know, it's fun being able to do that and like work with kids during the day over there, and obviously working with the McCartys, man. They're such a wonderful family, and great YouTube channel, and they got me in some of their videos for Halloween. It's fun doing that. But once that all that's over with, I'm dropping the album on Halloween. It's called Ghost, and what I'm doing with this is like it's hard to find a lot of people that can like rap the way I want to hear it on the songs that I'm making. Like I have a lot of friends that can rap and stuff, but due to certain things going on in life, they're not up for it right now. So what I chose to do for this is instead of just waiting around and trying to get people to do it, I chose to just make all my beats, and I went through like interviews of like random celebrities and just chopped up things that they say during them interviews and used them as lyrics on all of the beats. And I actually released one of the songs that I made. It was kind of like a dedication to Kanye West, and I dropped that on. I think I sent it to you, and
Yes.
that's kind of like the vibe I'm going with it. But I got a song that's going to be in there that I made from my kids. Um, that where it's I took videos of them and chopped that stuff up and made that into a song. There's a song on there that I made out of my son's heartbeat from his ultrasound,
Yeah, I was
like
going to
five
ask
minutes
you about
before.
that. That is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah, he's actually getting ready to turn 5. And but when he was born, I took my phone and I recorded the heartbeat from his ultrasound and made a beat out of that. I got a lot of stuff coming, and I'm glad I can finally like talk about it publicly because I kind of tend to stay quiet and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
but it's
when
time
you're
to
a creative artist and you want to get
yeah,
it out there, it's got to be frustrating,
yeah, and
to a point.
yeah, and but I just continue to stay positive and trust God, and everything's just falling into place, and I'm very thankful for it.
Yeah, definitely. And can you tell me now you were talking about mixtape, and
Yeah.
maybe you could tell the audience because some people may not know exactly what a mixtape is.
A mixtape is something like
You
that's
know
the
what I mean?
opposite of yeah, like that is a good question too, because like it's like the opposite of an album. Like a lot of people when they make mixtapes, for instance, they'll be on somebody else's beat. Like like Lil Wayne when he dropped all of his the drought albums, like when he took over the mixtape game, he dropped the drought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he did it all on beats that were other people's beats. He just rapped
Okay.
better on them. So that's kind of what a mixtape is. And like the
So you
mixtape
take
that
other people's beats and then you,
I don't. Oh no,
or
I make my
no,
own,
you
but
make your own beats.
yeah, I make my own. I got all that stuff, but a lot of the stuff that I've done has been made on this thing. It's a standalone drum machine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, like I could take this thing and the whole
Can you do
mixtape that
something on it now?
and I'd have to plug it into all the speakers. I can hear it
Oh,
probably in a
okay.
sec. But I got I got that probably like 5 years ago, and with what Akai did with it, like Akai, like all of my equipment's all Akai stuff because I love them guys, and they I took that thing and that whole mixtape that I have on SoundCloud right now. I made everything in my car. Like, or
Really?
yeah, like I don't even need a computer for that. Like it's got its own program put in it, the MPC software, along with the MPC Key 61. That's a standalone keyboard, does the same thing. Like they're just talented people over there at that company, and it's just, oh my goodness, it's wonderful.
That is so cool. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just got to be like unlimited. You can probably just sit there forever and make your own beats and just record them
I get lost in it, and
forever.
like
I mean,
hours and hours.
really?
It's nuts because like there's like it's like an endless thing with stuff. Like I could take my phone and plug my phone into the back of that thing and turn it whatever is playing on my phone. I can make it a sample on my on my drum machine, or like say if we were talking, like I can chop stuff up, put it as samples on the pads, change the voices. Like you could literally do anything you want with that, and it's just the sky's the limit with that thing.
Wow. That is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, it's a lot better because when I first started making music, probably back in 2012, or 2011, I'm sorry. I using the just programs and the mouse and stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
it got, it wasn't as fun, like, so now, like, once the Kai came out with the MPC Live and the MPCX and all these standalone machines, it changed the whole game because now you go in and you literally make it yourself. Like, I got every instrument that I want on there, so I can play any instrument I want on keys or on the pads. I edit everything. I can change the sounds. I can even reverse samples and make them get played backwards. Like, it's like science, like my kind
Yeah,
of science,
right.
like, yeah. So it's
Yeah, that
definitely,
is crazy. And it's like you can produce it yourself. So you
yeah,
can have it exactly how you want it, right? Or do you
yeah.
have other
And I
people
can,
help you produce it?
sometimes, like, my buddy Steve, because, like, I'm going for audio engineering right now, and that's what I'm trying to get better at, not just for music, but also, like, for movies. Like, we mix sound for movies, commercials, video games. Like, there's like a
Sure.
huge, instead of just sticking to music, it opens up my options for when I graduate. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
it's great. So, but my buddy Steve, that's also doing the show with me, the rival show. I sent some stuff down to him, and he'll mix and master because he just graduated. He did great, and he helps me out with a little bit of stuff. But it's cool. Like, I could take a microphone and plug a microphone into the back of that MPC and go sit in the car and make a whole song rapping on it if I wanted to. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Make beats on airplanes.
I know, right? And do you rap too?
No, that
Why
that's not
not?
my that's what's crazy is, like, a lot of my friends and a lot of people, they've been trying to get me to do it, and it's just not my lane. Yes, me and my buddy Steve, actually, we just came up with a logo for my big brother who's starting a t-shirt company. It's called Dope Individual. He actually just started it. So we got a logo for him. Me and him have made beats together. I got one of the songs that I made on my SoundCloud with Steve right now. Um, like, we just work as a team, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
we really work as a team, and, like, what he needs help with, I can, and vice versa. And, like, I do that with everybody. It's just like some people, you know, need to get it together. It's all about constructing a team that you can trust and building a process and learning each other's sounds and building a sound together and creating it and continuing to grow and grow and grow. Like, it's just not going to work right away. Sometimes it does, but it doesn't. But that process of growing with somebody and getting to be able to, like, get better with that person, like, there's nothing better than that. Like, it's crazy.
Right. And what about this podcast now? Are you going to be doing that on YouTube?
What I plan on doing is, because I got a decent following on Instagram, and I plan on, we're gonna record it, and then I do have to chop up things from our podcast sessions and make them into reels at first in order to draw people in to see if they want to pay attention, and then when people want to see the full episodes, and then start posting the full episodes on YouTube. So.
And they're going to be rivals about sports
Oh
teams?
yeah, we're gonna go at it. We're gonna go at it. I mean, we're also not in a bad way. Like, he's one of me, like I
No,
said,
right. Yeah.
yeah, but we're definitely gonna go at it. But our whole vision on it was, Ohio State and Michigan people flat out hate each other, and,
Do
like,
they
there's
really?
no doubt. It's horrible. Like, you don't ever want to go to a Michigan Ohio State game. You don't, like, if you're an Ohio State fan, you don't want to come to a Michigan Ohio State game in Michigan, and vice versa for Michigan fans. And it's like it's just the one team we've never gotten along with, but we are doing this to show that there's a bigger picture, and two rivals can come together and still be friends and not let the football cause us to hate each other.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah,
Oh my
hopefully it
God.
works, and my house don't get burnt down.
Yeah, really.
The No Filter
No
podcast.
filter.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it No Filter because that just pretty much explains it. Like, there's gonna be no filter on it, and it's not gonna be like, my thing with that is, I want to have, hopefully, if it works out that way, I want to be able to have guests on there that I've been close with my whole life,
Uh-huh.
and or even random people. It doesn't matter, but I just want to be able to explain my side of things, and also, like, people be able to have a platform to where they can talk about what they want to talk about, not no crazy off the wall. I'm sure there's going to be some sessions. I'm going to definitely have to put parental advisory sticker on it, but
Yeah, but
a lot of people get silenced by the internet, and I just want to have a place where people can, vent, not create problems, and hopefully find a solution to come to peace with it.
sure. But don't you think that's the beauty of the internet, though? I mean, you almost don't even have to have parental thing on it. It can, if it's called no filter, people will probably assume that, you know what I mean, you can say what you want. And
Yeah, and
you can't, I mean, I understand what you're saying, but I mean, that is the beauty too of the internet now, is you can
yes,
pretty much say what you want. And I mean, have a
allegedly.
show. Well, yeah,
Allegedly.
exactly.
But
But
yeah,
I mean, it is kind of, social media has really come a long way.
oh gosh, it's came too far actually. But yeah,
Yeah,
they what I want to do with it though is it's also I'm gonna bring in like it's gonna be like, if I have like a music artist on there, for instance, I'm gonna, talk to them, interview them, and then because I make beats, if they rap, I'm gonna just make beats live and see if they can rap off the top of their head to it and then switch up the beats. So kind of have like I don't know if you've ever seen the LA Leakers, have something like that with like a normal podcast, but also have like a challenge in there to also to let them show what they can do to other people, like show their talent and all that stuff. So
sure.
so they either make it or break it. Like if they can't rap, then people are gonna see it, but if they can, then
Yeah,
hey, they're
really.
gonna get a lot of followers. Like, but just try.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. And there'll definitely be a lot of comedy. It's going to be a lot of different things, but yeah, the main focus is to just interview people and put them on the spot and like make beats while they rap.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, can you imagine, like I said, I mean, the power though of social media. I mean, even I'm sure with, Instagram and everything else, just to get yourself out there,
Yeah,
you
and
know?
it's like and it's crazy too, and like it was hard for me to gain to get a following for a while, like but I've been at that Wired's Orchard for I'm going into my 11th season this year, and about 2.5 years ago when I first met the McCartys, they were doing the YouTube channel, and they're like the number 3 or number 4 YouTube channel in the country, and they're
Really.
great people. Yeah, so they come up there and we shoot like reels with them and shorts, and
Can you tell us a little bit about them for people that aren't familiar with them?
oh man, the Carters, they are a family-oriented YouTube channel that, is very funny, but very
Uh-huh.
family-oriented. There's not a lot of crazy provocative stuff. They're very respected, like very respectable people. And they, it's they do funny stuff, they do scary stuff, and like they're just constantly making videos, constantly growing. I think they got like, well, I don't even know what it is, like I put it like that. I can't remember how many followers they got, but I'm in one reel that they got on YouTube or video on YouTube. It's got 55 million views on it. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my,
So
isn't that
yeah, they
crazy?
yeah, it goes, and like they are some good people. And I look forward to going to Wireds every year, and especially working with them. And Mr. McCarty, he's a funny guy, and their daughter, Audrey, she's gonna be a movie star because she's young, but she's smart, and she knows how to go into character and stuff. It's just all around like it's a fun opportunity. I'm definitely thankful for those people, and they've actually helped me. Once I got into their videos for the first time, I think they made a video, the very first video I ever made with them. We were like doing this monster chase where we're chasing their kids and his wife through, and they're playing like this old Happy Together song. And since then, like we've always gotten along, and by being on their show, their videos, it's helped me gain a bunch of followers, so people pay attention to me. And but yeah, like as far as getting out there, like the McCartys definitely helped me majorly with that, and I nothing but positive things for them people. I love them guys.
That is so cool. Oh my
Yeah.
God. But yeah, I mean, and you can never have really too much going on, I don't think. I think that these days, with like so much stress in everybody's life, I think that actually the more creative things you have going on, I think the more it helps.
Yeah, something. So that's why it's like I'm doing all of these things at once, right at the same time I'm going back to Wired. So I just stay completely busy and constantly focusing on like the big picture, on top of still maintaining my 4.0 in college. Like it's just, I don't know. I
And
feel
going
very
to school,
blessed
that's so wonderful.
to just do strict stick to music. But then I figured, if I learn everything about audio, I can, it opens up the doors for like jobs with like making sound for movies or video games and all that. But also because, I'm wanted to learn how to mix music a lot better to make it sound better. Because there's been times where I've made beats and people will rap on them, but I wasn't able to mix them down the proper way. I was just doing whatever. Now I'm learning it all, and it's just like, whoa, this is great. Like, oh man,
Yeah,
like, so
right. Well, my
yes.
God, you got a great future ahead of you.
Yes, the most important thing is like just not taking it for advantage. I've been a person who got a little ahead of myself and thought I was better than people. And like, I just had to take the time to humble myself and be thankful every day and know that I can lose it just as fast as I can gain it. So definitely, yeah. And plus at the end of the day, it's like you're being yourself. And like that's the thing. That's the biggest thing to me is like, I see a lot of people that put on a fake persona on the internet or pretend to be somebody that they're not. And when you are able
Oh,
to
yeah.
actually just be yourself and do what you do, and like it's enjoyable. And in helping other people, like of course, because like you don't want to get to the top by yourself and be lonely. Like why not build a team to take with you? It's like I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe I'm
And
just crazy, but that's how I think. So
I know.
it's definitely it's either very hot or very cold. It's either very good or very bad. Like social media make you or break you. Like I
Yeah,
don't know.
you're right. Yeah, right. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can look at it both ways.
yeah, and it's
And
just
God knows what's coming. Geez,
yeah.
you think about that too, and then it's kind of scary.
But now it's like you have to really pay attention to what you write and how you write it, because a lot of people can't hear your tone of voice and they will turn it into something that it's not, and then it turns into this and then it goes viral and it's like, oh
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, really.
Yeah. So
Oh
it's fun.
gosh,
It's fun though. It's fun though.
great.
I keep up with Nikki too. So, and Nikki, if you ever see this, we need to make a song soon together.
Yeah, no kidding. You guys have to.
Me and her, man, we talk and stuff like that. But it's like, I've only, she lives on the other side of the country, and like she's family. But we're like right now, as I'm getting older, we weren't really too close when I was young. So like right now, it's like I know we're gonna once we do sit down and make one together, it's gonna be a banger. But
Oh yeah.
right now, I told her the other day, I said, Nick, like I love you to death, and even if all the music goes out the window, like I just want to grow as cousins and enjoy life and be family. So.
I
But
know.
I'm sure at some point me and her are gonna make a song and it's gonna take off, and then we're gonna make a lot of songs. So
I know. Oh my God. Yeah. She's unbelievable. Yeah, she's been
yes,
on my show a couple times. I feel like I know her, like
yeah,
a family member. So, but yeah,
yes,
she's great. But gosh, I really appreciate you coming on the show. I'm so glad we got to do this.
yes. I appreciate you having me, and once I get mine going, I'll definitely have you on mine too as well.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know about that, but I'm not a very good guest, but we'll
We can work
see.
something out.
Yeah, we'll work something out. But once again, I would like to thank Nick Patton for joining us here on the Cher Dial Show tonight. And what a pleasure. And you have so much going on. And where can people find out about all your things going on with you on all your projects that are coming out?
You can go to my Facebook. I don't post too much music on Facebook. I kind of keep that for family, but like the wired stuff and all that, you can go to Nick Payton, my Facebook, or you can go to my Instagram, which is pretty big. That's at Highlight Delta. It's HIGHLIKEDELTA, like the airline. Highlight Delta for the Instagram, Highlight Delta for TikTok and also SoundCloud.
Oh,
Or you just type in Nick Payton, Paton.
okay. And I'll redo this. So I would like to thank Nick Payton for
I got you.
joining us.
It's all good. My whole life, even my teachers, they would always say Patton, and when I was younger. But the teachers that would like be like, "Oh, Mr. Payton," I'm like, "Oh, wow, you got it right." But it's no big deal. I've been getting it my whole life, so it's fine.
Did they really?
Yeah, I've most of like probably about like 90% of the people in my life, like they always pronounce my last name Patton, and it don't bother me.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
No, it's not a big deal.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, if I can, well, I'll just do this. I would like to welcome Nick Payton
Yes.
to the Cher Dial Show. Maybe I can slip that in. Maybe I
Thank
can
you.
slip that in the beginning.
Yeah, we can figure it out. It's all good.
Yeah, really.
It's all good.
Edit that in.
All
All right.
right.
Well, Nick, it was fun, and thank you again for joining me. And then I will talk to you very soon.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for having me, and you have a great day. And
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to all your things coming up, and we will talk soon.
It's coming. And if you know anybody in Michigan, or if anybody in Michigan ever sees this and they like Halloween stuff, please come to Wired's Orchard this year and check me out, because everybody out, because it's a blast and it's huge. So
okay, and where's that located?
It's in Ypsilanti, Michigan, off Merritt Road. They got we got a haunted asylum, a haunted barn, a haunted mine shaft, a haunted hayride, a haunted clown house, zombie paint, or they don't do the zombie paintball no more, but a lot of haunted stuff there. Like, definitely not just one little haunted house. It's a haunted theme park. And if you guys get a little too scared, go during the daytime. They got a family fair with like rides and stuff for kids. Like, great family place for Halloween time. So
no problem.
Yes,
that sounds great.
You can be a witness. You can be a witness. You can be a witness for the Lord. You can, and 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 you can. All it's all saying.